Abusia sese ya na emergency meeting bi a so the NPP headquarters abawie ya Dr. Muhammad Bawumia etimi enya akwanya asset some record straight. Na eni na nim said there was a propaganda circulated before say NPP ever selecting flag bearer. President elect Enei at the time an opposition saying say then drew ye Dr. Muhammad Bawumia sinin due to the tribe and I send the religion. At the end of the day, no, me no mean na be dia dance say entimi amaso sa. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia was elected the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. Now, after the election, there is this same propaganda circulating say the flag bearer, the NPP defeat, and I see how we face here in the 2024 elections. No, is due to the religion. And I say in Tombia or Freeman, and no setting record straight, making emphasis say about to a course so a ascend south. Yeah, Marshy Bigani and our Reverend in team for Joe about to ampesu so no or no presidential Diempo Echen the parliamentary candidate. Which preface asem or more canon no crabia any assembly. Jibrana for Dr. Muhammad Bawumia no disem.
A case. So I decided to do some data analysis to test this hypothesis. And when you look at the data is very clear. In many constituencies across the country, the MPP presidential candidate performed better than the Christian parliamentary candidate. In many constituencies across. So it could be if they were voting because of religion, I shouldn't be performing better than the Christian parliamentary candidates. Even my good friend, Intim Fodio, who is giving a lot of heat to the government at the moment in Parliament. Intim Fodio is a reverend father in Intim Fodio, as in South. But I did better than him in his constituency. So he did so well. I mean, he did and mobilized the votes for me, and I thank him very much. But if you look at all across the country, the fact is that there was no religious factor in the voting. It is only propaganda. There is no religious factor, and in fact, we sought to see so many different institutions undertook research and undertook studies to answer the question. You had our MPs, you had Conrad Adenauer, you had Global Info Analytics, you had different institutions. But when you look at it all, they all came to the conclusion that it wasn't an issue of religion, it is not an issue of tribe. Those two issues have been ruled out in all the findings from different surveys that have been done. So as a party, I'm very happy that, and as a country, I'm very happy that religion and tribe has not entered our political discourse. We should not therefore allow people to come in to play propaganda with religion and tribe. We are one nation. We will all go together and we will move, whether we are Muslims or Christians, we will all work together for the good of this country. And that is how we should try to get everybody going forward. I am very happy that Professor Michael Okoye and his Elections Review Committee have submitted their report. We've waited for this report for a long time. And they delivered the report on time. And I must say that I am very happy with the Okoye report. It has put to bed a lot of the propaganda that was going around about exactly why we lost the election. And I'm very happy about that. What is important also is that they have made some very important recommendations for this party. And those recommendations have been forwarded to a constitutional review committee to then look at it and bring it back to NEC and National Council. for us to then make certain changes. You can expect, without any doubt, that the delegate system is going to be changed. That we will change the current delegate system and allow more people to vote, and that give more rights to more people to come in and be part of the electoral college. And so that those are things that we believe will happen, but we will wait peacefully for the committee to come back with its report. We will not try to preempt it, and once they come back with the report, we'll give the National Council the opportunity to get this sent to the National Conference for the decision. The fact is, we worked very hard. We tried to get everybody involved. As you know, the General Secretary was the Director of Operations for the campaign. The Women's Organizer organized the women. The Youth Organizer organized the youth. The National Coordinator handled the Zongo, and so on. So we tried to do as much as we could. Notwithstanding our hard work, however, we still suffered a heavy defeat. And when you look at what happened, you will see that it was internal. Many of our supporters did not come out to vote. This is really fundamentally why we lost the election. 2.1 million of our supporters didn't come out to vote. 2.1 million. And you look at John Mohammed's votes, his votes went up by maybe 115,000. So he increased by 115,000 and we went down by 2.1 million. And that is basically why we did not win. So the key to victory going forward is within the NPP. It is within ourselves, because we decided not to vote. So if we decide to vote, we will win. So the key is ourselves. It is ourselves. So that is what we have to understand and take going forward. When we finish the election...
By your point about, say, Oma failing against benchmark, but they will tell you, say, Oma specific targets within the first 120 days. And they are yet to hit 120 days, but largely they argue, say, they've met those targets, no? And why would you say so?
Target bay, I'm saying to
make count 120 days, specific promises 26 now, you know.
No, what promises now? Yeah, say by lean government. Obi, lean government now, or the all come. Nana the Danko for the excellence abreso. Near presidency, agencies 8 SMSM, or the over 340 million Ghana cedis or so, and a ball of Mao. Over again, agencies 4 and a Sasio. Would be close to 3 billion Ghana cedis. Now, don't put that way, no.
And also, no, the minister in charge of government communications stood in Parliament. At Chetremu, Parliament is the House of Records. What Chetremu, why that? And what is it? On a wentie, Quatio Fosu.
The buy and I say government institutions got the shots here. Let's say Ministry of Information cover the shots here. And I'm going to say, they are personal agencies 8 and a shots here. They did 340 million Ghana cedis. And the back of them, we were personal A4. Now we pay close to 3 billion Ghana cedis.
Yeah,
what kind of problem of you got to say, sir?
Because of my own say agencies 8 now, next share Massacre Wokano. The staff, total staff inside 8 agencies, no, they are nowhere near total staff in 4 agencies that show mass CCC. And you are comparing apples and oranges.
Agencies, babe.
One more who say, for example, the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation.
Or the figure by.
Why more?
or the figure by or the figure said we ma pencil or more you two or more Jubilee House in the and pencil or the figure by
in terms of amount now as a numbers
in terms of numbers and figures or the babies are by.
Yeah, in Parliament he mentioned figures.
It's a whatever. Meaning tea. Go in Patron what we're educating you because all that I know is that young 8 institutions and say almost a 4. It will lean now can I say lean in the committees I think BBR committee everything BBR committee everything BBR committee and lean.
Now the raging issue now president decision say based on the advice of the if I advice people working in consultation with the Council of States was suspended the Chief Justice more as a party. Sad decision no more saying
Obi say Ghana ebebo asempa Mahama wa ese farasi ni okarikari nenim sum emanyam sumpa so mo ahoden de apam Obi Mahama osrefreka bitim sum kwa atna obi nam no dangerous. It looks like he wants to fulfill a certain campaign promise he made to the NDC say if I seems that is me permanent. It is a woodie many Mustafa Banda Chief Justice you be permanent you are easy and ever you be permanent national chairman you were saying that so can be you be permanent na easy crowd also permanent na easy me say NDC win yinti no ya there na there be you be permanent okay it's a track and yet on Mahitokuno it's an attack on the judiciary. Offer magistrates about circuit court nominal Baba Besiswa. This will be a so. Say any political issue be a so the Juma. Let Obi so can petition maybe about Obi asked them. The cancer Professor Ferry, the petition be a choir. Petition of the choir in relation to after marking Nasama of the Supreme Court. Supreme Court. 5 justices now a ruling, you know. Say Speaker, I'm from an Wasma Mentino. Yes, it one for the rule of natural justice and Yejuma. So be here a friend in Nano. Now, Obi, Sabi, Uko Supreme Court, now justice for 5 in the Knaso. Now, Assembly Court, now, Fisa Atachma. Obi, you review now.
Yes.
Mammy, we, for Mammy, who bear and Untino. Yes, a basis for misconduct and incompetence. And the Supreme Court justice 5 Nina, also Minako. And that's mean the same facts, the same case, no. And one Obrani being so at the buyer, as if from a shining star. Shining star will be at the buyer. The same thing. Obi, and we lawyer, papa. Double jeopardy. How can you be tried in a case? Why is the same case, the same fact? FM. Baby, I say, what 2 coin? And Sikabia 260 something thousand for the travel expenses only. Any Nukuno. Obi, we should almost travel policy. Judicial service. I owe from 2010. Our mama in 2019. And you only going to decide it. And you only decide the per diem. Judicial Secretary and Director of Finance or more are entitled to 2 holidays. Our Nikulbeko. An official tribute are entitled say. Chief Justice Yabema obetwin ne yako. So your ba obetwin ni kunako. And then the pabako. Either so kwako or then the back is within the policy. When you now or the one dance yako. How can this? So now idea ya meja and the Council of State for mo mpanyinfo mienu bia me buo mo pa mo so e ma me ru a me buo mo pa mo so madam Betty Modidrisu ya to ne jenu apen
Asempa FM
madam wo ade we pa na enti mo na mo ma president advice na say mo man advice na wanfa but o de betu dwantene mu ntimi nka
enra Sami Jemfi ma yehu say out of the 31 members on the Council of State no emu bako 30 a vote for say a prima facie has been established and that should be suspended.
And look on me di yaw enti one antono
that one wanka ye need
enti ye ma me so fa kufu mami enti wo so bi pa adewe asemwe obi so ba court no chief justice atiatia na ma ye ditini no 2 hours enti no and chief justice incompetent Supreme Court case ayedi mo ka se John edu ko edi ko akotu nansi bi akwa mpo yedi Supreme Court justices ebetimi no nya kasa amometimi atian omojuma no moye na minya party se ka no plan po mini justice ba fo no kwa fanka position kwa nka menje aga acting kwa nka menje enti papa ba fo boni dama se pa se ye dia sembi ba se oh unu momi etu kwan ene se ye wa mama ba na appointee as ba boni yere to fire service
no,
the prisons
mom yes
director general
yes
it now say my lord unu momi etu kwan ko holidays no bia ba be ka tro sa bia wo ye nkai tutu no eno no constitute a prima facie case against you eno ntino yes so wasem
but how would Justice Bafuboni Becca say onje because they are
it's an attack on the judiciary.
Yeah, but the
judicial service for me
the arrangement and it's once a CJ is suspended and I say on team in place our rule now the next senior justice on the bench no
problem me say in solidarity and say you bit media you be any asem we
yes
and some about to jay and some else are tinting hurry and some else are hurry now open up for 1 year no what the anti-chief justice you bit me the you it was which some we
FM
chief justice at as a panel member why in the Juma no constitution is justice emanates from the people. Now justice not continue here clean so no. The Supreme Court and the judiciary in the bishop adada no. Obi e the Juma no. Na obi a tro ho card e bi the course no ntinyi na bi. Anu na me ka say we try for anyama we nyina mu a. Obi ehu